I just ate pasta. We're talking about today, what does the Toronto Maple Leafs need to do? Now, I'm not saying they should do this, but they shouldn't. Everything has to be on the table for the Toronto Maple Leafs from now on. Everything has to be on the table for this team. I don't mean trading Matthews. We're not trading Matthews. We're not trading Campbell. The rest of the team, consider it. Like, we're not trading Matthews. We're not trading Campbell. The rest of the team, I know Nylander was good. Right? I know Nylander was good this year. But this is the first time we're seeing Nylander step up. And who knows if that's only because of the Tavares injury. We don't know. We don't know. And if, like, we can say Nylander's going to be back. We don't know that. I don't think Nylander will be back. I actually think Nylander is going to be traded. I know that might shock you guys. I do think Nylander will be traded for something. Now, one thing I want to point out the Leafs should go after, and look, Zack Hyman, a hard-working player, right? A hard-working player. I don't know how much he's getting, but it's probably like, I don't know. I don't know how much Zack Hyman's getting. One player I am looking at here, and I'm saying to myself, the Leafs should do this. And this is not going to surprise anybody. The Leafs need a player that is going to sacrifice their body offensively. Like, Matthews is one of them killer instinct players that the Leafs didn't have. Now they have it. But, like, Zack Hyman, hard-working player, loves the Leafs, heart and soul, loves this team, loves it, loves the game of hockey. What would a perfect guy be? What guy would be perfect to take over Zack Hyman? Not Tom Wilson. No, not Tom Wilson. You guys might be shocked. I'm saying it right now. To me, who would be an even more hard-working player that has heart for the game and heart to win the Stanley Cup? This player has already won the Stanley Cup with the Washington Capitals. He's a right winger. Everybody loves this player. TJ Oshie. That's right, the one and only TJ Oshie. And I don't know how much he is. I think he's a reasonable price. I don't know how many years he has on himself, but you know what? I think TJ Oshie would be such a great fit for the Leafs. I mean, honestly, this guy is dangerous. Like, here's the problem that people aren't understanding. You look at the Montreal Canadiens. When I look at it now, our defense wasn't really the problem. But at this point, we need to do whatever we can to improve this team. We're not getting rid of TJ Brody because he has a big contract on him for a whole bunch of years, so he's not going anywhere. Like Justin Hall, Dermott, Riley. Like, these defensemen we could be replacing. Like, we could replace Dermott. You know who would be a great fit for Toronto, and I think it would work. Darnell Nurse off of the Edmonton Oilers, like replace him with Dermott. I think that would be such a great fit with Bogosian. Honestly, I think that would be such an amazing fit. But TJ Oshie, guys, like I said, you look at the Montreal Canadiens. It's not just their tough guys hitting. They don't have a whole bunch of tough guys. They got Corey Perry, Shea Weber, right? You don't need a whole bunch of tough guys. We don't. The problem here with this team is we don't have enough speed. We don't have enough heart and soul or speed with this team. Montreal, all of their players have speed and heart and talent. I mean, Matthews, he has heart and talent, but without those other pieces, he's not going to play good in the playoffs. And we need these kind of players like TJ Oshie on our team, or like a Cam Atkinson. Like TJ Oshie would be TJ Oshie would be such an amazing fit for the Toronto Maple Leafs. I think it would be so cool to see him come in for Toronto, because he would definitely boost this offense in such a good way. And I think it would also kind of kill the curse of 1967. It would kill that curse, because a lot of the Montreal Canadiens offensive lines have that speed, like Suzuki, Gallagher, Toffoli. We don't really have speedy players that can get right into the net and score right close to the goalie, right in front of the goalie's face. Toffoli speeds right in through the defense, scores goals. Gallagher does that. Suzuki does that. Josh Anderson does that. TJ Oshie is one of these players. He does do that. And I don't know how much this would cost, but you know what? It would be so worth it to see TJ Oshie on the Leafs. And that would make me very happy to see it happen. Not only because he's a good player, but he has a lot of speed. He's a quick player. He can get right up to the net, right in front of the net. And I think that killer aspect of the game that we don't have is one of them problems. You got to play with a lot of speed, right? And Montreal has been playing with a significant amount of speed. Caulfield on the Montreal Canadiens, what a player! What a great player for a rookie. I think he's his first year as an NHL player, and he's already doing good in the playoffs. So that's even more embarrassing for the Leafs, that they thought getting Joe Thornton, Wayne Simmons, Foligno, a whole bunch of freaking tough guys. Yeah, we do need toughness, but not 4 guys that are tough. We don't need that much toughness. Look, Thornton's a great player. I don't think we should keep him. I really don't. He's too slow. He needs to retire. I think he's going to, because yeah, he can be healthy all he wants. He's slow. And he's gotten slower through the season. And a lot of people were concerned, is he going to play like that in the playoffs? Because if that's the case, he's not going to win a cup. He's not, or this team. If we don't get rid of these slow freaking players like Joe Thornton, Wayne Simmons should retire as well. I don't think this guy has any more gas in his tank, or Thornton. Foligno, I can't really say anything about him, because we should keep him even though it was a rental. If we get rid of Joe Thornton and Wayne Simmons, keep Foligno. Keep him. Foligno is the guy we should be keeping over Thornton and Simmons, because Foligno, he wasn't very healthy. He was injured as well. So next year, if he's back, which I'm hoping he is, so if he's back and he's healthy and not injured, he's gonna score goals. He's gonna freaking just completely just cream cream players, and that's a good thing because that's gonna boost your team. And don't do what Mark Scheifele did, because that's not a good way to boost your team. But you want to make a clean hit that you don't fully skate at someone with all your speed and mighty. You don't want to do that. That's dirty. You know, you just want to give them a good enough clean hit where it's like, okay, our team's got to wake up here. You know what I mean? So, TJ Oshie would be a great fit replacing Zack Hyman, because TJ Oshie does play the body. He absolutely plays the body, but he doesn't do it a whole lot. He plays with more speed, and even when TJ Oshie gets hit, he gets right back on his feet, and it keeps pushing. He's always confident. He's like Jack Campbell. He's always confident. He's never too hard on himself. Like, those are the kind of players this team needs. And TJ Oshie is absolutely one of them players. And I know Washington haters are going to come in here and say, oh, you can't get rid of TJ Oshie. Well, it's a business. It's a sport. But it's a business. Now, I don't think players just do it for the money. At all. They play the game because they love the game of hockey. I don't agree with people saying no. Matt, I don't agree with... When I hear people saying, oh, players only do it for money, not true. They do it because they love the game of hockey. They love it. That's their favorite thing to do. It's their life. So... I don't agree with that at all. TJ Oshie is such a passionate player. He's like Jack Campbell. I know TJ Oshie won the cup, but that was back in 2018. And TJ Oshie needs to get a restart. And let's bring him to the Leafs. Honestly, I think we could bring him here to Toronto. I think he would be such a great fit for this team because he's such a kind-hearted guy. He's like Campbell. And we need another player like that, like Campbell, that gives it all they got. And TJ Oshie absolutely gives it all he got. Even when he's injured, he doesn't say he's injured. He wants to stay on the ice and sacrificing his body, his health for the team. That's a warrior. That's the kind of player this team needs. Because not only is that going to show Austin Matthews, Mitch Marner, John Tavares, all these freaking players that have been disappointing in the playoffs, especially Nylander, but not this year, is going to be like, oh my god, this guy is doing everything he can. Let's go out there and show him that we can do this for him. Like, and I know I said TJ Oshie might be Washington's next captain. I don't know. I think Kyle Dubas should look into TJ Oshie. I really think Kyle Dubas should definitely look into this player. Johnny Gaudreau, I don't know, because Gaudreau has had some bad playoff years. TJ Oshie has had a freaking play. I don't even think TJ Oshie has had one bad playoff experience. And I think there's a guy off Vegas that I think the Leafs should pick up. What a player. Last night the guy had a freaking hat trick. Away, not home. Jonathan Marchessault or something. I can't pronounce his name. Marchessault, I can't pronounce his name. He's Canadian, but Wow, what a player. That's the kind of player the Leafs need. We need a few of them players, not just one. Like, yeah, we get TJ Oshie. Let's get another player like that. Um Cam Atkinson maybe. Um I don't know. Like maybe Tom Wilson. Like maybe we need someone like that on the team because Tom Wilson every year, no matter what team Tom Wilson is playing for. Look, Tom Wilson is a jerk when he's playing hockey, but when he's off the ice, he's such a nice guy. Such a nice guy. So, just because a player is playing like an idiot on the ice does not mean they're an idiot, you know? So, it's just the way they play the game. Some players are old school, some players aren't. I think we do need. I think bringing in Tom Wilson to Toronto would be so awesome. Like, that guy would really boost the team. When I think about it now, I kind of disagreed with it at first, but now when I'm looking at it, I think Zack Hyman for Tom Wilson would be a really good trade, and I think that's something Kyle Dubas should consider. I don't know if that's going to happen, but I think either TJ Oshie or Tom Wilson for Zack Hyman would be so freaking cool. Like, no, Zack Hyman gets traded for Tom Wilson or TJ Oshie. Zack Hyman, I mean, Tom Wilson is physical, but I don't think they're going to get Tom Wilson. I think we're going to get someone that plays with a lot of speed and plays and not playing the body. I mean, plays with a shit ton of speed like TJ Oshie, and sacrifices themselves on the ice for the team. Someone that will sacrifice their own body and their own health, but will also play with all the speed they can give and get right in front of the net. TJ Oshie does do that quite often in the playoffs, and he's done it this year as well. And I think the Leafs should look into TJ Oshie. Such a good player. He could definitely get that second line going, or the second or third line, whatever Zack Hyman was playing on. I think it was like the second or third line, and I think that would boost that line and boost the whole team. Cut Kenyemi on Montreal. He's doing what Matthews has been doing, but just been playing with he's been skating really fast in front of the net, and you have to do that. You have to get right in front of the net. It's very important. Getting in front of the net stuns the goalie, and the goalie has a much more difficult time to save a puck. If you're right in front of the net, the goalie has a better chance to fail at saving the puck. If you're far away from the goalie and you shoot the puck, the goalie has a better chance of saving it. When you're closer, the goalie has a less better chance at saving it. It's just because he has he has to be a lot quicker, he has to react faster saving the puck if you're right in front of him at the net. But to shoot, TJ Oshie gets right in front of the goalie, and that's why he gets goals. Suzuki, Kotkaniemi, Josh Anderson, Suzuki, Druin, Denault. Like, these kind of players get right in front of the net, and that's what we need.